PKC. So today we'll be looking at the fourth short story, Applying for a Job. About it. Lucy, a lady, is applying for a job. She is going to be interviewed with a few others. This comical short story shows how she passed that time. Lucy felt weak. She was sitting in the sitting room, revising her answers for the 2-hour interview. The man might ask any question. 5 people were going to get interviewed, including her. Each person was getting interviewed for 24 minutes. Suddenly, a bell rang and a woman at the table said, "Sanja, Edward, Emily, Lucy, and Lucas, it's your turn." She pointed her hand towards the door. They all trooped in. There was a man with a thick mustache and grey hair sitting at the table. He read out the order. Apparently, Lucy was last. And she felt really thankful. She twiddled her thumbs and swung around on her chair. Unnoticed by the interviewer, she went to a corner of the quiet room and took out a fidget spinner and played with it. Unfortunately, the man noticed and she was told to come near, under the eye of the man. At one point, she said she wanted to go to the bathroom and stayed there for half an hour. Finally, really hot, she came out, fanning herself. She asked the lady at the counter for a cup of water and went to the balcony in the room for some fresh air. Lucy was really bored and so got a sheet of paper and drew a face. It was soon just a few elaborate patterns. Angrily, she crumpled it up and aimed to throw it at the dustbin. Instead, the paper flew into the mouth of the interviewer while he was talking to one of the interviewees. He spitted it out and shouted at her, "One more time and you're not going to get interviewed." Lucy muttered a small sorry and turned beetroot red. She didn't know what else to do, so she decided to meditate. Sitting on the swinging chair, she closed her eyes and kept her palm open to the glass ceiling. She found it hard to meditate with the man talking all the time. The man noticed her and told her this was an interviewing place, not a yoga class. Lucy immediately objected that she had nothing to do and that it was not her fault that she was last in turn. The man thought for a while and informed her to wash the floor and scrub the bathroom walls. Then he laughed and continued. Because there was nothing to do until her turn, she agreed. When she went to the bathroom, though, Lucy had a surprise. It was her friend Lima cleaning the toilet. They greeted each other in a friendly way, and Lucy remembered she had to clean. She scrubbed the walls and went to the sitting room to mop the floor. When she was looking under the table to mop it under, though, she hit it with her shoulder against a glass jug. In it was several small fish and water. The glass broke into a million pieces and water slopped all over the mat. Fishes were wriggling all over the floor. The reception lady came in looking surprised. The birds, taking their chance, came through an open window and grabbed the fish with their beaks. Lucy managed to hit one of them with a mop while it was taking off, and it spun through the air and headed straight for the glass ceiling of the interviewing room. Lucy ran in time. See that the glass ceiling broke with a crash, and the bird went straight for the interviewer. The beak of the bird hit the man straight in the forehead, and he toppled over with the bird and the fish. The reception lady and a few men came in and tended to the hurt man and few others who had hurt themselves. 2 men grabbed Lucy and with a great shove threw her out of the building. She landed on her bottom on the hard pavement ground. Limo came out looking worried. He said, "They told me to throw you out." But Lucy, without hesitation, stormed out of the gates and out of sight of the towering building. She almost bumped into a man and said a quiet apology, but the man stopped her. "Do you want a job?" he asked. Lucy, who had had jobs enough for a while, just shook her head and ran away from the grip of the man. She steadily walked home. What job was she to do now? It was a disaster when she was applying for a job. While walking home, she saw a poster. It was about free garbage cleaners who had no interviews. It also gave a number to call if wanting to join. Lucy brooded over it when she came home. Should she go? It might be worthwhile trying. Thank you. Please like and share this video. Hope you like the story. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell button to get more notifications if any video comes through. Thank you.